My mom was my hero, the strongest woman I've ever known. And yet she would argue against that. She would tell you that she had a lot of regret and that she wished she had done things differently, especially around standing up for us. My mom gave herself away her whole life. She gave herself away for her kids, for her husband. She put herself last, and I watched her do it. I hated how my dad treated her, and I was so angry with him most of the time. 2 years ago, she got really sick and suffered a series of strokes that robbed her of that voice that she never used. Life has this strange way of creating symbols through it. She never used her voice, and so it was taken from her. Despite that, on my last visit home with her, I was able to have a final conversation. If you took time and were patient, you could understand her, even just a small degree, and we were able to talk. She shared with me something that broke my heart. She said that if she could go back, she would have left my dad. You see, I left my marriage. I didn't follow in the footsteps of my parents. I stayed for a really long time, 27 years, but I finally stopped putting me last and chose to put me first, and I walked away. I changed the family story. There's a story that the indigenous tell, saying that before we incarnate on earth, before we become human, our souls sit down with the Creator and we discuss what's going to happen here on earth. We plan the lessons that we're going to face. I find that story quite beautiful, this idea that I chose this life and I chose everything around me, but we also choose our mothers. And this is the part that hit me hard. We choose our mothers so that we can help them heal. Working on that, Mom.